Hello everyone, my name is I'm from Bulgaria. I live in the capital of my country, Sofia. I was born here, also as my parents. In this, my first video in this channel, I'm going to be saying some things I like, dislike, favorite stuff, things about my life, and things I'm going to be doing videos on in the future. So first of all, I would want to say sorry about my bad English and really about not speaking in Bulgarian for the people who might be from my country. So I don't really speak English that often and actually with anyone. So sorry about that as well. I probably will be making a second video in Bulgarian, or I'm going to be doing just a translation down in the description below of the video. Also, I'm sorry because I have written that down because the first 1-2 videos didn't go as well as I personally wanted. So I'm sorry that I'm looking in the monitor right now because I'm reading this. Also, I'm going to be doing this for the second and third video as well because I already did it and it's going to be easier for me to make the second video or just a translation. Also, I spend somewhere about 1-2 days, a couple of hours a day of me writing this down because I actually did it the same way I was going to do it if I was just speaking, because the first videos I didn't go as planned because they were kind of messed up. I speak about that, speak about this. So right here I'm going to be doing something different. So this channel is going to be more like vlogs. The reason I want to do it like this is because I sort of want to change in my life about things I'm doing and how I'm doing them. In the past I had other channels that I didn't really do anything on them. I had some projects. Right now I'm thinking differently and I had never actually thought of doing something like a vlog, something like a vlog channel. So this is going to be sort of the first thing. Plus I want to be able to see myself in the future, so I can actually think about the stuff I'm doing right now, the choices I'm going to make and stuff like that. One other reason why I'm doing it because I'm not so really a social guy, so I think this will be a good way to change that. Maybe not so much, but it's still a try. So based on these things I'm saying right now, I'm going to start with my favorite stuff and things I like. So my favorite movies is Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, and I have read the books. They're really good. I almost couldn't say I'm a fan, and I'm not really a fan of anything because I'm not that type of person who's going to go to, let's say, someone he likes and he's going to say, oh man, I'm a big fan of you, can I get an autograph or anything like that. It just isn't like me. I probably, if I like someone, I won't go if I, let's say, see them in person on the street. I won't ask them for an autograph or a picture or anything like that. Yeah, sure, fine. You have seen them, but doesn't mean anything. My favorite colors are two, actually. My favorite one is green. I like electrical green. I like the dark green. Also, I like blue. Maybe the dark is my favorite. Don't really like the light one. My favorite car is actually a Mustang. I would like to buy one day, driving an Audi A4. Really nice car. Didn't have problems with it. I think I have it for 4 years now or something like that. So far, haven't spent anything so special about changing this or that. The normal stuff you do each year. My favorite rapper is Raptile. Also, one of his songs is my favorite. It's called My Way. I usually listen to all type of music. I think I was 4 when I started listening to rap. I first started listening to Bulgarian rap, then I started listening to international rap, and after that I started listening to metal, rock, and pop, then other many like classic or stuff like that, dubstep, and blah blah blah. My favorite rock band is Nickelback. I can personally say that I don't have a song that I don't like of them. As always, electronic house music, I personally don't like them. Maybe some songs are okay, but don't listen to them quite often. In my country, my national music, don't know how to say it in English right now, but it's really good. It's sort of the type of music you're going to be with friends, let's say drinking and speaking about stories and stuff like that. It's not as much as, let's say, the perfect party type or anything like that. Also, I don't really listen to it, but I don't have problem with listening to it. It's really good. And it's also a history of my country, so why not? There's one more type of, let's say, style in my country. I think maybe it's called something like pop folk or something like that. It's actually known in my country as chaga. Don't like it, don't really listen to it. Also, I really don't know many people who are, let's say, my friends or anything like that, but most of the people I know or I will see on TV or on the street or in the gym or anything else, let's say they are branded people who don't know shit, they don't think about progressing in life. And to be honest with most of the people, I personally have friends who are really good friends of mine, but let's face it, actually I will say more like people who I know, and also let's face that as well, because if we need to be honest with each other, we can probably say the people who are friends on the fingers or hands, sorry. Also, I think maybe I have actually somewhere about 6 or 7 friends, and the rest are people who I will say, yeah, we are friends with that guy, but we are actually people who just know each other because we don't see each other that often or do anything together. So yeah. Also, that type of music I said is something like the party music of my country. I'm not going to say only about this, or that doesn't include in the rock or metal any type of style, but it's sort of the type of music you go at night at some kind of disco or anything club, that you're going to be drinking a lot, you're going to be doing drugs or stuff like that. It's sort of the party type of people. I'm not really like them. Don't like to go to places like that. Yes, I like to listen to loud music, but that doesn't including me going to a place where I'm going to need to be listening to music that personally I think there in the text of the song there's no logic in it. It's just words saying like that. The melody is really bad, and I don't really drink. I have tried okay, I'll try this to see how it tastes and stuff like that. Don't drink because I don't really like the taste of it, not because I can't or anything like that. Also, personally for me, I would go rather with friends, have dinner in a nice restaurant, say some stuff, jokes, laugh a bit, the normal things in life. Plus, most of the people say every second word they will say in their life is bro or things like that. Even when a girl says it, I don't really understand why. Don't get it. Don't think it's okay. Personally, I don't have favorite actor or actress. I don't have a favorite animal as well, and I don't have any. Personally, I would like to have a dog, but I live in an apartment, so it's not the most logical thing. And plus, you need to spend time to walk it in the morning, in the afternoon, when you come back from work, like me. So right now, I don't think I need anything like that. Plus, I live with my grandma and my sister, so personally, I don't think my grandma will be okay with that. So that's one reason as well. So in the past, I can say I was a big gamer. My favorite games I could say was, let's say in the MMO type was one game which was called Silk Road Online. Really nice game, you can do parties in it, purpose, wars, all kind of stuff. Nice game for back in the days. The graphic isn't something so special or anything like that, but I can say that's my favorite RPG and MMORPG actually. For let's say the RPGs, personally I like them, but you're going to finish the game and probably never going to play it again. As for the MMOs, you need to spend really much time in them to make something like progress, and if you want to make it faster or anything like that, you're probably going to do it by paying, which I don't do and I don't like doing. But right now I don't really play that much, maybe in the weekends from time to time for 1-2 hours to spend to fill the time up, to get my mind out of things. Back in the days I was playing also games like CS, which is Counter-Strike, Crossfire. I played it like for a very long time. I'm going to speak about it later. I think I had something planned. Also, one thing else, I was playing games like I think I played for about 2 days League of Legends. Never really liked it. Dota and Dota 2 are really good. Also Smite, I like them, but right now actually the games I'm playing are, let's say I'm playing, are Moon Legend and Black Desert Online, but I don't really play. I don't really play anymore. I just log in every day to get the daily rewards, and maybe from time to time, if I can do pull with someone, that's all. Also, one game I'm playing right now because I can play it at work as well when I don't have anything to do, and I play it sometimes at home as well. It's called Dragon Awaken. To be honest, I have paid in that game and it wasn't little. I stopped before things get serious. I just want to be a sort of top rank player. Yes, right now I am, but it's not a game you would like to spend money on or anything like that. It's a simple game, nothing special. You don't really need to know anything or do combos or stuff like that. Pretty easy, but still, I've played it. Right now, to be honest, I think I can afford of buying, let's say, a new game. Like I would probably buy the new Warcraft 3, the Reforged or something like that. It was called. I've played it in the past, and I would like to have it right now. I'm making a good enough of money, to be honest. I can afford to spend some money on stuff like that. Don't really like it, but from time to time, I think I will forever be a gamer. Also, no matter how much I'm trying right now not to be a gamer. So that's one thing for sure. So I think these were sort of my favorite stuff. So right now I'm going to say what I sort of like. As everyone can know, we all like cheat meals. I personally am on a plan right now for 12 weeks. Don't eat cheat meals, but right now my favorite, not my favorite, the things I like to eat are sort of 2-3 types. I like pizza. I like one thing called banitsa in my country. I don't think somewhere else in the world anyone is doing exactly that type of thing. It's really tasty, but from what I know, one guy tried going, I think in Germany, do something like that. People in there didn't quite like it. Personally, for me, I'm saying I like it as well. I was born here. It's something national for our country, and yeah. Also, one thing I like to eat is some kind of pasta. You can mix it. You can do it with different stuff. Tastes good. Don't need to eat bread with it because personally I don't. Only sometimes I'm going to be eating, let's say, lasagna, and I'm going to be eating bread with it as well. As for the fruits, to be honest, I think I like everything. Maybe because I'm eating everyday bananas, and right now when it's the season, I'm eating strawberries as well. So I can say these are sort of my favorites. About the vegetables, personally I like most likely everything which is green, except for green beans or asparagus. I also like potatoes very much, and I'm speaking about a normal potato. I don't like the sweet one. I'm eating enough sweets from the fruits I'm taking through the day. As for the meat, I like eating meat, but sometimes you need more time to cook it or anything like that. But personally, I think I would say most likely I like chicken. You can sort of make it for 5-6 minutes and it's done. You can eat it, and I don't like to spend so much time in the kitchen. I want to sort of do this. It's going to be a meal for at least 2 days, not for more than that, because I don't like to eat the same things every day. Personally, for me, I think I said personally about 17 times about now. But to be honest, the only thing I haven't changed since maybe 4 years from now is my breakfast. As for my lunch and dinner, I like to eat different stuff. By different stuff, I mean I can eat one meal, let's say tonight, the next day as well, but the day after that I'll need to eat something else for 1 or 2 days, and then I can eat the same thing I started eating, let's say, on Monday. Right now I'm going to be saying, let's say, things I'm interested in, the things I like in the gym, my favorite exercises for muscle groups and things like that. However, in future video I'm going to make some kind of tutorials on how I'm making them. You can Google, you can search in YouTube as well. There's plenty of information you can learn from. If you're a new beginner, I personally, you say, Google stuff, learn how you can do them the best way. Then let's say if you're going to start going to the gym, you have done your research, get an instructor for at least 2 to 3 months who's going to be there with you, who's going to be watching you, how you're going to do a certain exercise and stuff like that. So let's get on it. Personally, I have been training for about 11 and a bit more years. It doesn't really look like that. Through all that time, I have never actually taken anything. I don't even drink protein. I tried that in the past, didn't work out. I think I was drinking everyday protein for about 2 weeks, normal dosage, when I just started to going to the gym. After 2 weeks, I sort of feeling sick about that and sort of stopped. And from then, I haven't really tried taking or drinking or anything like that. So based on the things I know, I have done progress, I have lost it, but I'm going to speak about that in the next video. So I'm going to start with my favorite exercise on muscle groups. So for back, I would definitely say deadlifts and pull-ups. I've been doing deadlifts for 2.5 years right now. To be honest, before that, never tried, never done it. I really like them, and to be precise, I think my progress is the biggest in there. Also, I like the pull-ups because once before I was sort of a street workouter, so that's what for sure. As for biceps, don't really have anything like favorite, some kind of curl or anything like that. For triceps, I can say pull downs with a rope, that's my favorite. You can go heavier, you can go lighter, you can extend the full arms, so it's okay. For shoulders, I will say it lateral raises, or you can call them, if you want, side raises. That's my favorite for sure. For legs, it's squats. For reps, I don't have. I have some kind of a routine, but I'm going to be showing that in the future. For chest, I can say maybe cable flies or bench press. I have soldier injuries in the past, so right now my benching isn't going as I would like. Right now I'm going to be seeing my PRs. I'm going to be looking right now more in the screen because I want to be correct and say exactly how much pounds there are, because in Europe and in my country we're using the kilograms. So my PRs right now on deadlift which I did last summer, is 180 kilograms, which is 397 pounds. My bench is 110 kilograms for 2 reps or 3, I'm not sure, which is somewhere about 243 pounds. I did it on the 15th of December last year. I haven't really gotten progress in that because of the shoulder injuries. On the pull-up and dips with my body weight, which is 73 kilograms, I think, last year. I didn't cover that, sorry for that, but plus that and my body weight, I was using 60 kilograms for that PR, which is 132 pounds. So 1 rep on the pull-up and dips. Right now I think I can't maybe do with 50 kilograms, not more. I did that PR last year in January. On my shoulder press before, I think 3 weeks ago, I did 3 reps with 70 kilograms, which is 154 pounds. My squat is 125 kilograms, which is 258 pounds. I was supposed to do something like 135. I'm going to speak about that in a few seconds. But when I'm starting to talk about this, I don't know why I failed that PR. Maybe I was feeling tired, shitty or something like that. I don't have problem. I actually had problem with one girl, which pissed me off really bad. But on the other side, I said I'm going to be doing a PR on that day, so I just did some kind of PR, not bigger than my past, but I think I can easily do something better, because right now I can easily say that when I was doing the 180 kilograms deadlift last summer, at that day I tried doing 200 kilograms, which is 441 pounds, and I failed it because, let's say, I had again a problem like with the legs, but I think I could have done 195 kilograms easily back then, but my PR by that time was, I think, 165 kilograms. I haven't written that down, but I wanted to make something like 10, 15, 20 kilograms more than my last PR, so I was supposed to do a PR on the deadlift last December. Didn't do it. I'm going to speak about that later. Also, right now I think I did somewhere at the beginning of the year, when again one girl, actually the same girl, sort of pissed me off, but actually it was all my fault. I did some silly stuff. I said some stuff that I shouldn't have done or said, but right then I did a PR of 160 kilograms for 10 reps. It was stiff deadlift. It wasn't clean. The kilograms in pounds are actually 352.3 pounds. I will add something like a fail video in the future of me doing that and some other stuff. I haven't really recorded anything like PRs or fails or things like that. Usually I started doing some stuff like that for the past 1 year, one something. From time to time I actually do something like that. Let's face it, we all make mistakes. In the past I've made so many mistakes, and I'm not speaking only about the fitness gym or stuff like that, But that's it for now. Right now I can easily say that on that day when I was doing the 160 kilograms, which I planned of doing that day, doing PR, I was feeling okay. And to be honest, I think if I wasn't doing that, because a couple of days after that, my lower back got, let's say, not injured, but I sort of wanted to take it easier because, as I said, the reps weren't clean, and I sort of had pain for a couple of days. But I think on that day I could have done 200 kilograms. I think in the end of this year I may try or do a video of me trying. Let's say even if I fail it, I want to see how much my lower back is arched. Don't really want to do that, but still, PR is PR, as Slayer Wills would say. But out of that, when I was doing the 135 kilograms on the squats, which is actually 298 pounds, I could say maybe I failed because my warm-up wasn't great, but I said I'm going to do a PR. Mentally, I wasn't feeling so good as well. I'm doing ATG. For those who don't know what that is, it's called autograss, or actually deep squat. Let's say it like that. The type of squat the Olympians are making. I have always done it like that. The more I try, let's say, go more to the 19 degrees, not below that, I don't have pain anywhere on my legs, but I don't feel okay. My strength isn't the same as well. Most of the time I'm doing some kind of a pause of 2 to 3 seconds before I start lifting, so OTG is more better for me. So to be honest, I can do 5 reps with 120 kilograms, which is somewhere about 265 pounds, and I was actually surprised I didn't do even 130 kilograms, which I failed to. So I just did 125 because I knew I couldn't fail that for sure, and I just want to make PR, so I did it. If you want to make some kind of progress or something like I'm doing is you should do your sets, let's say for about 5 reps, which is what I'm doing, with 75 or 80% of your current PR. Personally, I'm doing a bunch of sets. Right now I'm doing maybe less than that, but before I was doing something like 10 to 12 sets of 6 reps. I like the number 6 and 5 for repping. My break is somewhere about a minute and let's say 2 minutes, but I don't think I actually rest on anything 2 minutes. Don't like to lose my time or get let's say losing the pump or the motivation, but I don't say you need to make a huge break even if you're doing, let's say, 90% of your current PR for one rep. So still I will take a break out of 2 minutes. So let's say some things about what I said about the 12 weeks I'm going to be doing. Right now it's Easter Day, so I am this is my end of the 6 weeks, so halfway I'm there. I'm doing something like, let's say, leaning or something like that. I don't really do Uh, Throughout the years, I have never done something like bulk or leaning. I always eat something. Let's say here there is clean eating. The other half is the bulk eating or something like that. Uh, Never really gotten interesting in the bodybuilding things. I always liked being strong. Personally, for me, I have different genetics than some people who may look like me, maybe the same age, the same kilograms, but they may have really better genetics and live more than me. But also, as I said, for someone who isn't taking anything, or I'm going to be speaking about that in the next video, but I am not actually doing any type of current program. Each workout I'm doing sort of different stuff. I'm going to be speaking about that later. So also when I started, right now you can go back on the calendar and see one that was 6 weeks back. I was going to do a 15-week, but as I said, I'm not interested in bodybuilding, and I actually started training. Let's say before that I was doing something like training, but I really started when I was 14, I think. When I started going to the gym. I meant by that when I started going to the gym, so I was 14. As I said, for the protein, I was feeling sick, didn't really want it. I grown for about 3-4 months a lot of weight, body mass and stuff like that. I was accused that I started using steroids because, let's say, face it, when you're a teenager, stuff like that can happen. You can grow fast, especially if you're eating a lot of food like I was doing that back then. Right now, I can say I personally am eating less or maybe cleaner, not only because I want to be more healthy, but I don't think I'm feeling so okay when I'm eating too much fat stuff like, let's say, French fries for the past 2 years, which I actually started doing more squats and deadlifts. Before that, I was sort of trying to get into that. I never really liked training legs before that. I don't think I'm saying it correct, but right then I wasn't sort of okay, my legs are strong, why do I need to train them? They were sort of big back in the days. Right now I think they're smaller, but I was strong, I was swimming at that point, so there are a bunch of factors. One more thing, I think I have reached sort of something like a max or anything like that. I'm going to be trying to take some kind of supplements. I'm going to speak about that in later, I think, in next video or in this video or in the third video, I'm not sure. Last year, me and one more friend of mine, we were doing 365 days challenge. We started that on the 8th of December 2017, finished last year at the same time. Don't recommend doing that. We got multiple injuries, and when you're saying you're going to be training 365 days, you cannot make any kind of excuse about that. We got the idea from one YouTuber. He is called actually Juji Mufu, really funny guy. He doesn't give like some kind of big advice on how to do this or that, but he makes collaborations and they're funny. I'm going to say some things about that later. So me and this friend started doing that, fucked up. He actually stopped working out. I think this year, somewhere about January, he actually was thinking about stopping going to the gym, maybe going only for chest. He quite made huge progress in the. Don't know how. Maybe I could be on the same level as him on the bench press and stuff like that if I didn't have an injury on my shoulder. But as I said, I'm going to be speaking about that in the next video. So based on the things I've said throughout this video, I'm going to be saying something like personal stuff where I have studied or stuff like that. So with few words, I'm addicted to gaming, as I said. For the past few months, I'm trying to be gaming as less as possible. As for the other stuff, I'm really into the gym and stuff like that. I can say for me, I think I'm really big antisocial guy. I don't have many friends or they live far away from me. Don't go out most of the time. I have two friends who are going to the gym. As I said, one of them stopped. But still, they are sort of, I think, even more antisocial than me, so it's hard to ask them, do you want to go out, have a walk, talk about some shit and stuff like that. So I'm not the type of person who is going to be on the internet sending invitations, saying hello, I'm this, and making friends like that. I'm the type of person who is going to be, let's say, someone introduce us, and maybe from there I can do that, but in the internet and in my social media right now, which in Facebook, I think I have somewhere about 16 friends or something like that, are actually people who are from my university, from my old school, family, some friends and stuff like that. But if I don't know the person personally, if I know that I'm not going to be seeing this person or anything like that, I don't really do that. So you can say only from that I'm antisocial. So next thing, I like listening to music. Really, somewhere about 12, maybe more hours a day. I'm listening to all kinds of music. I'm mixing it up. I'm not listening to one style only through the day. I'm listening to different kinds of styles throughout the day. The music, to be honest, has helped me in a lot of situations, because not from the things you're going to hear from the song, but sort of the music gets you in some kind of mood. Sorry about that. Also, to be honest, if I'm studying, I need to listen to music, because if there isn't something like a noise around me, I get distracted very easily. I start thinking about different stuff, how I can do this, what is going to happen if I do this and that. So this is helping me as well. I don't have a favorite TV show or anything like that. Don't really like watching TV right now. There is nothing interesting to watch on the TV. You cannot see it, but I have one very old TV in my room. I think I haven't even plugged it in for about 2 years now, but still. As for something which is important to me, as silly as it may seem, but sorry about that. My favorite numbers are 10, 12, and 102. 10 is my favorite number because that's when I was born. 12 is a number because back in the history, in my country and some other stuff, really cool things happened, and there were, let's say, 12 people or 12 things that happened. That's why I like it. Back in the days, I was very interested in history. Right now, the number 102 is actually a number I got on my first account on Skype, to be honest. And it includes 10 and 12, to be honest, as well. But I wanted to make the channel with 10 or 12. They were taken, so it suggested me 202. So I got it from there, and I think that was somewhere about 2004, maybe later. But yeah, maybe it's later, to be honest. But from there, I started liking it. I've used it on so many things, accounts, passwords, and stuff like that. I work in a company which is doing stuff for the thermal power plants. If you know what that is, we are doing reconstructions about that and stuff like that. Sort of boring things, to be honest, if you're not an engineer or you haven't studied stuff like like me. I have studied the same thing when I was 15, when I changed my school. I'm going to be saying some things about that in a few seconds. I don't drink or smoke, don't like neither of them. Yes, I have tried, but it's not my taste. So if I don't like the taste of something, I'm not going to be doing it, no matter how the situation may be perfect for doing something like that. But still, I don't like eating sweet stuff. Yes, I'm eating a lot of fruits, which is kind of too much sweet in it, but I don't like eating chocolate. Personally, I think I'm speaking okay English and Russian. I have studied Russian for 10 years when I was in school, from when I started until the 10th grade. When I was 16, that was the last year I was studying Russian. Technological Russian in English I was studying as well. I can say I have forgotten most of the things, as you can see from the way I'm speaking, pronouncing some words, how I'm making my sentence. I have forgotten a lot of words, but I'm not practicing this language. As I said, I'm not speaking with anyone or anything like that. Even if I do, let's say in a game or anything like that, it's sort of how are your normal things, not anything specific. As for my work, yes, I have some things I need to translate from other languages into mine, but as I said, by the past couple of months, I'm trying to remember as much of these things as possible, to remember some, let's say, stuff that I have forgotten about maybe when I was 10 or something like that. I started going to school, the normal school, or I think you're calling it high school. When I was 7 until 14, I went to a school which was called 125 High School of Buyan Penev. Then I went to a technological school in PGTE, which is known for Vocational High School of Transport and Energetic, I think it's called like that, Henry Ford, from I was 15 until I graduated, so for 4 years, until I turned 18. But when you graduate, you're actually turning 19. Maybe you have turned 19 before you graduate, but I had 2 more months until I turned 19, but still. And then I started going to the University of Russe, which is another city in my country. I don't know how it's called, but I'm in absence study. So what that means is that 2 times in the year I'm going for 2 weeks to get my lectures, and after that I have exams. So you have about, let's say, 3 months to finish all the exams. I usually, for these 2 weeks, I have somewhere about 6 classes. I don't say things like project and stuff like that. That's just plus in one of the lectures, let's say it like that. The other people who are actually my age have already finished their second degree, the master's degree in the university. I haven't, because like I said, I'm studying in absence, so I need to study 5 years because I'm studying for engineer. Actually, in about more than a month, I'm going to be officially an engineer. I have some stuff I'm doing a project, let's say it like that, which I need to present if I'm in front of community, see what's going to happen. As I'm going to be saying this stuff for a couple more minutes, I am a bit out of time right now because I'm doing stuff for the university. I'm doing stuff like this. I'm learning stuff. I don't have any exams more. I got my last exam last month. So based on these things, I'm sort of ready and almost finished, but don't have much time to spend. So as for this video, I'm hoping in the end of the next month, because this month is ending, I'm going to be editing this. I'm going to be doing something like a weekly upload of some kind of video. I'm going to be speaking about that in a few minutes.